Hey guys, it's Vince. Today in this video, we're going to be looking at a new CNC company entering the arena, and it's Redline CNC. Now, as we come down here, many of you are shaking your head and realize there's a lot of similarities between these components you're looking at and what's already on the market. And we're going to discuss that briefly. But before we do, I want to thank everybody. We've got our 100,000 subscriber YouTube plaque here for eDealers Direct Automation. That is my company. And just so everyone knows, as we scroll down, you can see here that this controller that they're offering looks absolutely ridiculously similar to a MASSO. As we continue down, though, it gets better. As we scroll down on their webpage, you guys are going to notice something very interesting. The VFD that they have enclosed in their logoed enclosure has a PWM input-output that's labeled for MASSO. That's interesting, huh? And then as we come back up, we can see that that VFD enclosure here and the spindle is labeled. This is where things get interesting, and I just want to make everyone aware of what they should know. Because of course these companies I don't think are going to make this fully transparent. Let's talk about it. You have a company that's just decided to charge for firmware upgrades based on what entry-level clients they have and what applications they need. That's great. They should have did that from the beginning though. They shouldn't do it after when they realize that their funding is in the toilet, because of course they have one product that's not consumable and therefore they have to expand their inventory somehow, some way without expanding more costs. So the easiest way to do that is in software. Think about what I said. Here's where things get interesting though. This company that we see here mimicking virtually exactly their controller, why would that happen? And why would it happen so blatantly to where they didn't even correct the website where it says MASSO on the back of this VFD combo they're selling? Could it be, and this is logical, that they're starting another company just in case they fold with MASSO because they already know they have a product line that's been accepted? Think about what I'm saying. They start another company, they start another name, and then if MASSO decides for whatever reason, hey, you know what, we're going to jump ship, we can do that, and then we have another company here with products that are very, very similar to what's already been accepted on the market. It's been done tons of times before, and it gets better. Let's look at this. If we come over here, here is the MASSO, and once again we see the MASSO versus their unit, so everybody can see what I'm saying. There's no doubt they've definitely been inspired, to say the least. So if we go between the two, you could see exactly what we've got there, but it gets better. There's another company called PwnCNC, and if we look at PwnCNC's VFDs, they are ridiculously similar to Redline CNCs. Let's check this out, and I'm talking about Redline CNC's VFD spindle packages. Look at the logo, look at the branding, look at the enclosure around the VFD. If this doesn't raise your eyebrows, I don't know what does. Could it be they're just ridiculously inspired by each other? Possibly. But I'll tell you what, it's weird how we're seeing these type of websites pop up, and I tell you guys to be careful. And once again, it's eerily similar, the products that they're releasing. Be careful, guys. I'm telling you right now, that is not the norm unless something is in the works. Now, many of you already know OneFinity is now working with Redline. And you can look this up on their forum. They're having pre-release dates of packages with Redline CNC. Doesn't make sense for them really to sell MASSO anymore if they're moving to Redline. You wouldn't be bundling this controller. As a matter of fact, there's the OneFinity right there on the controller. So I'm hoping this is really making you think before you leap, because something here is not right, and I'm curious to hear what you think. Leave comments below. Take care.